15, Finbar O'Reilly. The Knockbride team in goal, Jimmy Maguire. The full-back line on the right, number 2, Tommy Carroll. Full-back, number 3, Stephen McBreen. And left full-back, wearing number 17, is the team captain, Michael Donovan. The half-back line on the right, number 5, Sean O'Smith. Centre half-back, number 6, Ollie Mulvey. And left half-back, number 7, Colin McBreen. Centre field, wearing number 8, Terence McCabe. Wearing number 9, Raphael Rogers. The half-forward line on the right, number 10, Peter Riley. Centre half-forward, number 11, Declan O'Reilly. And left half-forward, number 12, Martin Carroll. The full forward line on the right, number 13, Kieran Lynch. Full forward, number 14, Larry Riley. And top of the left, number 15, Liam Lee. The referee for today's game is Paul Devlin, Court of Spain. His linesmen are Noel McEnroe from Punchaconnet and Niall Brady from Arwen.
Good afternoon and welcome to Breffni Park for the Intermediate Football Championship final between Lacken and Knockbride. Both sides out on the field. There's one change on the Knockbride side. Michael Donoghue, wearing number 17, will play at left cornerback in place of number 4, Barry Smith. Otherwise, the team lines out as per programme, as does the Lacken team. Referee for today's match is Paul Devlin. His linesmen are Niall Brady on this side and Noel McEnroe over on the far side of the field, with a slight skift of rain before the start of the match between the junior final, which Kill won on a scoreline of 2-10 to Shercott's 2-9. There was a slight shower of rain will leave the top of the pitch a little bit slippy, but otherwise Breffni Park looking superb today. The sun is now beaming down again. The wind is blowing from left to right towards the scoreboard end. Referee Paul Devlin is ready to get proceedings underway. And that he does. The ball broken down in the middle of the park. It's with Trevor Crowe. He lets it in towards the full forward line. The ball going in towards goalkeeper Jimmy Maguire. He plays it out the field, looks for Raphael Rogers. Rogers collects the ball. This man can really run out the fences. He finds the centre half-back Ali Mulvey, gets it back to Raphael Rogers. Rogers goes round one tackle, solos, runs into a bit of trouble. He's on the ground, gets it out to Larry Riley. He's the one with the heavily strapped knee. It's with Terence McCabe. Terence McCabe over the far side of the field to Sean Oaksmith. He's fouled. The referee always play on. It's into the centre to Trevor Crowe. Crowe getting back there to help out his defence. This young midfielder, still minor footballer, gets it up the field. Ball breaks to the number 15. That's Finbar O'Reilly. He kicks it high. He kicks it over the bar. That's the opening score from Finbar O'Reilly. And Lacken go into the lead here in the intermediate final, sponsored by the Maida View Bar and Restaurant out on the Dublin Road, as Jimmy Maguire places the ball on the 20-metre line. Lacken 0-1, Knockbride no score. This tipped to be one of the most hotly contested intermediate finals of recent times. Jimmy Maguire, the kick out, it's right foot, it drops a little bit short out this side of the field. Michael Donoghue, the captain of the Knockbride side, the ball on the ground. The referee is coming in. He's going to get the ball and throw it up and huddle up players over it. Joe Crowe goes up, the two captains marking one another. The ball breaking down, it goes to Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey's kick half blocked down, it breaks out to the centre half back for Lacken. That's Thomas Leddy. to Shane McKiernan, and Shane kicks it in right over the whole defence. Inside is Finbar O'Reilly again. O'Reilly on goal. He shoots and the ball's in the back of the net, and this is a tremendous start for the Lacken men. Finbar O'Reilly, his personal tally now at 4 points, a goal and a point after 3 minutes of play here in Breffni Park in Cavan. 1 goal and 1 for Lacken, no score for Knockbride after 4 minutes of play. Lacken couldn't have got off to a better start if they were dreaming about it, as Jimmy Maguire kicks out right-footed high out to the centre of the park. John Terence McCabe goes up, he holds the ball, is fouled, it's going to be a free to be taken by Rayfield Rogers. Rayfield kicks right-footed high out the far side of the field. The ball breaking in, the number 2 for Lacken going for it. That's Tony Smith. He's fouled, takes the free quickly, finds Trevor Crowe unmarked. He gets it back out to the wing halfback. That's Gary Delaney. Delaney running into trouble, gets it back to Trevor Crowe. Crowe, wearing number 9, hops the ball, comes out around this marker. Solos goes round another marker, hops the ball, crosses the halfway line and kicks it right footed. A lovely delivery to Finbar O'Reilly. No, in fact, I think it's Frankie Mulligan. He kicks it right footed in towards goal, held in there by Jimmy Maguire, and Maguire kicks it right footed out the side of the field. Ball broken down by a Lacken man. That's a centre half back, Thomas Leddy. Leddy on the ground. Referee waste play on. Breaks back into the middle to Shane McKiernan. Shane McKiernan slips. Gets it to number 13, Mark McGorn. McGorn goes round one marker. Kicks it right footed. Kicks it high. Kicks it all the way over the bar from Mark McGorn. And that's a 5-point lead for the men from Lacken. 1 goal and 2 for Lacken, no score for Knockbride. Lacken playing towards the scoreboard end with the aid of a very slight breeze here in Breffni Park today. Jimmy Maguire kicks high towards the centre of the park. The ball breaks down, some holding there on the Lacken player, and it's going to be a free to Lacken, and Shane McKiernan is the man who's going to take it. McKiernan kicks it in towards the full forward. It breaks there to the fullback. That's Stephen McBreen. McBreen gets out, gets it to Michael Donoghue. Michael Donoghue kicks it right footed. The clearance is clear. It's cut out by Martin Brady. Martin Brady carries it up into the full forward line to Mark McGahern. McGahern with the ball plays it out to Joe Crowe, the captain of the side. Crowe going soloing forward, plays it off to Finbar O'Reilly, or in fact it was Frankie Mulligan. It's cut out by Jimmy Maguire. Maguire gets out the far side of the field to Rayfield Rogers. Rogers going soloing forward, gets it up along the wing. He looks for the corner forward, Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch gets it back to Rayfield Rogers. Rogers hops the ball, goes round his marker. Second heavy challenge on him. The referee allows play to go on. It goes in the direction of the number 10, Peter Riley. Peter Riley rounds his marker. Is fouled, so it's going to be a free to the Knockbride man. Just on the 45-metre line, slightly out to the right of goal, taken quickly as far as Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch goes round his marker. He's on the 20-metre line. Fist passes it back in the direction of the centre half forward, Declan O'Reilly, to Peter Riley, and Peter Riley kicks it left-footed. Peter Riley kicks it high, and Peter Riley kicks it over the bar. The opening score for Knockbride from the boot of Peter Riley. After 5 minutes of the first half having elapsed, his side the trail by 4 points, so 1 goal and 2 for Lacken, a point for Knockbride. As the young goalkeeper for Lacken, Andrew Brennan, places the ball on the 20-metre line. He will be minor again next year. Some fancy him to be the Cavan minor goalkeeper for the coming season. As his kick out goes left-footed out across the halfway line. Frankie Mulligan going out to it. The ball breaks away from a Knockbride player as well. The referee judges that there was a foot going in there. It's going to be a free to the Knockbride players, and I think it will be Ollie Mulvey to take it. Yes, indeed, the centre half-back. Mulvey kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. That one's cut out by Martin Brady. Martin Brady reading the situation very well. Kicks it up the field. Out goes straight to Ollie Mulvey. Poor clearance by Brady. Gets it to Sean Oak-Smith. Sean Oak, the number 5. Fist passes it up the wing to Liam Lynch. Lynch getting it back into the centre to Sean Oak. Sean Oak going soloing forward. Lays it off to Liam Lynch. He has great pace. He's on the 13-metre line. Still Liam Lynch cutting in along the end line. The ball knocked away from him. He gets it back up again. He's on the ground. Fist passes it back out to the number 12, Martin Carroll. Martin Carroll gets it across into the middle. It breaks out as far as Larry Riley. Larry solos. gets it to the centre half forward, Declan O'Reilly. Declan O'Reilly loses control of it momentarily. He slips out there, hops it, gets it back out to, is it Martin Carroll? Martin Carroll gets it into the centre and is cut out by Lacken. Lacken grouping well, and they're coming back away with his Frankie Mulligan. Frankie Mulligan kicks it long up the field. Underneath it is the number 7 for Knockbride, Colin McBreen, to Ollie Mulvey, to Sean Oaksmith. Sean Oaksmith crosses the halfway line, goes soloing up through the middle. He kicks it right-footed into the middle to be cut out there by Declan Briardy, and Lacken come away with the ball. It's Frankie Mulligan, the centre half forward. He likes to roam all over the field, collects an awful lot of breaking ball in his own defence. Plays this one up along the line to Mark McGarren, back to Joe Crow. Joe Crow loses control of it momentarily. It goes away from him altogether. Michael Donoghue collects it. This passes it back into Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey in space, gets it out as far as Colin McBreen. McBreen with the ball for Knockbride, gets it to Rayfield Rogers. Rogers 45 metres from his own goal, hops the ball and goes round his marker, heads towards the halfway line. Still Rayfield Rogers, this young under 21, kicks it right footed into the open space. The Lacken man coming out to it, that's Gary McGorn. In fact, he switched corners. It's the number 13 going down on his Kieran Lynch. Kieran Lynch's jersey being tugged. The referee wastes play on. He has the advantage. Still Lynch with the ball. He's adjudged to have over-carried it now, and it's going to be a free out to the Lacken men. The two Lacken cornerbacks have switched. That's Gary McGorn. He's wearing number 4. He's playing a right cornerback. Tony Smith wearing number 2 has gone to the left corner. And Andrew Brennan is going to take the resulting free. It's left-footed, it's high, it's way out to the centre of the park. Sean Oaksmith goes up, he had it momentarily, it broke away from him. He's chasing after it, it's going out close to the sideline, far side of the field, out over the line, will be a line ball, and it will be to Lacken over there. And I'm sure it will be Trevor Crow who's going to take it. The young minor from the Lacken club played in minor football with Gary Moore Gales this year. In fact, it's Shane McKiernan who takes it. He kicks it right-footed up the field, cut out by Tommy Carlin. Tommy the Rock gets it out as far as Sean Oaksmith. Sean Oak playing it out into the middle of the number 12, Martin Carlin. The pass was not of the required distance. It was dropping short. Martin Carlin unable to control it. It goes out over the line. Shane McKiernan takes the resulting line ball. The ball going out close to the sideline, but it's Philip Smith coming in with it for Lacken. The big full forward getting it across the field. Michael Donoghue clears it out down to the middle. The man there is the Rayfield Rogers, a big open space looming in front of him. Joe Crow will chase back, and it's Rayfield Rogers coming soloing with the ball. Still Rayfield Rogers gets it out the far side of the field where he finds Peter Riley. Peter Riley had an injury scare earlier in the year when he sustained an ankle injury up at the Kilmacrud Sevens. It's still Peter Riley with the ball. He kicks this one left-footed. He kicks this one high. He kicks this one, and it's going to drop on the line, held on the line after a little bit of fumbling by Andrew Brennan. He gets it out to Gary McGorn. McGorn going out with the ball, crosses the 20-metre line. The red-haired chap playing in the corner. He has switched corners and kicks it right-footed up the side of the field. Coming out to collect it is his brother Mark. Mark gets it back to Joe Crow. Joe Crow plays a lovely probing ball into the middle, cut out superbly there by Ollie Mulvey, and it's going to be a free out to the Knockbride man. Mulvey wants to take it quickly. There's very little options on. He's changed his mind. This time he kicks it out towards the stand side. Gives Rayfield Rogers an awful lot to do. Rogers is equal to the task. Gets the ball. He's hauled to the ground by Trevor Crow, and it's going to be a free to the Knockbride man. And Rayfield Rogers is going to take this one himself. Rayfield Rogers steals a couple of metres and kicks this one right-footed, long and high. The ball breaking up there, and it's going to Gary McGorn. McGorn going right across his own goal, gets it back into the other cornerback, Tony Smith. Tony plays it long out the field. The ball breaks in behind us, Frankie Mulligan. Mulligan, the man who mops up all the loose ball around the field, playing this one up into the corner. It's the full forward who's chasing after it, Philip Smith. He fails to control it. He had a superb game in the semi-final. Smith solos, holds up play, looks at his options, kicks it right-footed in along the line, and Tommy Carlin is there on hand, gets the ball up into his hands, is fouled, and it's going to be a free out to the Knockbride man. Jimmy Maguire hesitant on his line as to whether he will come out for that one. He left it instead to Tommy Carlin. Tommy Carlin cleared effectively. The free to the Knockbride man will be taken by Jimmy Maguire, places it in the heart of his large parallelogram. His side, the trail by 4 points. Lacken 1 goal and 2. Knockbride 1 point. A 4-point deficit. As the kick out comes out into the centre, Ollie Mulvey collects it, is fouled, and it's going to be a free to the Knockbride man. Kicks it right-footed up the far side of the field. Tony Smith out in front of his marker, breaks it down to number 5, Gary Delaney. And Delaney plays it out the far side, looking for Finbar O'Reilly, the scorer of 1 goal and 1 point already. He lays it off nicely to Shane McKiernan. McKiernan on his knees, his jersey being tugged, and the referee has awarded a free in to Shane McKiernan on the 20-metre line over there on the far side of the field, and will be Finbar O'Reilly to take it. Finbar placing the ball just outside the 20-metre line. It's about 10 metres in from the sideline, far side. O'Reilly looking up at the post, looking at the ball, preparing to take the kick. He approaches it, kicks it right foot. It's coming right across goal. It's gone all the way over the bar. That's a superb score by Finbar O'Reilly from a very acute angle. Good free taking by the youngster in the corner. Jimmy Maguire places the ball on the 20-metre line, dead straight in front of the goal. Knockbride, current winners at the junior championship last year, hoping to complete the double, the same as Knockbride in Belturbet in 2 consecutive years of junior and intermediate. The ball is with the number 12, David Donoghue for Lacken. He gets it to Philip Smith. Philip Smith turns into the open space, kicks it right footed, kicks it high, kicks it all the way over the bar. That's a superb score by Philip Smith, the full forward. Jimmy Maguire making his way to the 20-metre line. His 5th time in the game. Maguire's kick out high to the centre of the park. Frankie Mulligan goes up uncontested, collects it, bursts forward. Michael Donoghue is going to collect this one for Knockbride, fists it out as far as Raphael Rogers. Rogers with the ball in his hands, heading towards goal, plays it out to looking for Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch, the referee, has awarded a free in to Knockbride for dangerous pulling by Gary Delaney. And Peter Riley will take the resulting free. He plays it short to Liam Lynch, but the ball breaks away from him, goes out to the centre of the park, where it's with Raphael Rogers. Rogers coming soloing in towards goal. He's hauled down. A head-high tackle on Raphael Rogers. The referee has awarded a free. Knockbride are making a substitute already. Dara Smith is the man who's coming in. Not quite sure as to who will be going off. It looks as if it may be Larry Riley. Yes, Larry Riley's knee hasn't recovered from the injury which he sustained in training over a week ago. He's coming limping off. He's unable to continue. Knockbride being managed by a Lacken man, Terry Hyland.
Number 14, Larry Riley.
Oh, Dara Smith is in. As Peter Riley takes the free, it drops short. It's with Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch on the edge of the large parallelogram, has the ball, solos, plays its way back out, looks for Peter Riley, but the ball was fisted away by Shane McKiernan. He collected the break and cleared it long down the field over the far side of the field. Is Sean Oaksmith, gets it to Martin Carl. Martin Carl kicks it right footed, finds the unmarked number 13 Kieran Lynch. A head high tackle on Declan O'Reilly. The ball going back out to Raphael Rogers, to Peter Riley, and Peter Riley turns and kicks it left footed. He kicks it high, he kicks it out to the left, and he kicks it wide. .5 minutes of the first half of this intermediate championship final have elapsed here in Breffni Park between Lacken and Knockbride. Lacken the lead, 1 goal and 4 for Lacken, 1 point for Knockbride. As Andrew Brennan kicks out. The ball breaks in the centre of the park. It's with Kieran Lynch. Kieran Lynch to Raphael Rogers. Rogers going in a solo run. Still Raphael Rogers going wide out on the far wing. Plays it in looking for Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch, the ball breaking away from him. Gets it back up. Gets it to Sean Oaksmith. Finds Raphael Rogers in the corner forward position. He has to chase back after that one. Gets it into his hands. Gets it back to the other corner forward. It's Liam Lynch back to Raphael Rogers. His kick is blocked down. Goes back to Rayfield. Tries to round his marker. Still Raphael Rogers going through. Fist passes it into the middle. Liam Lynch is there. His kick is half blocked down. It's breaking in there around the goal mat. And the man to collect it is Gary McGorn, the cornerback. He comes out round his marker. Plays a sensible ball out into the middle, where it's held in the middle by Declan Brierdy. Brierdy finds the number 12 over on the far side. That was David Donoghue, and he cleared it long down the field. It's with Finbar O'Reilly. Finbar kicking it right footed, looking for Frankie Mulligan on this side of the field. Two Knockbride players there with him. Frankie Mulligan hops the ball, looking at his options, gets it back to Mark McGorn. McGorn on the 20-metre line and going through, kicks it right footed, kicks it high, kicks it up in the air and over the bar. For Mark McGorn, a wing half back with the Cavan under-21 team, which played in an All-Ireland final down in Thurles a little over 12 months ago.
Two cars causing obstruction, number 96 CN 1CC5.
Lacken, when they're up in attack, they have so much space, they're creating space for themselves all the time. There's Knockbride. When they go up front, the whole thing closes in into a small little area, and it's just a crowded area. Free taken quickly by Frankie Mulligan, the referee not allowing it. He wants it to be retaken from a position a little bit further out the field. And that will be taken by Shane McKiernan. Shane kicks right-footed and high. The full forward in there is Philip Smith. He fields, turns, kicks it right-footed, high and over the bar. And it's very, very simple and very direct from this Lacken team. Jimmy Maguire's kick out, held by Raphael Rogers. He is a head-high tackle by Trevor Crowe. The referee will possibly be speaking to him now. In fact, he's leaving it as it is. It wasn't really intentional as Raphael Rogers kicks high in towards goal. The ball breaking down. It goes to Trevor Crowe. Crowe comes out with the ball, kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. Two Knockbride players going for it. It breaks away from both of them. The ball going out over the sideline, far side of the field, and it will be a line ball to the Lacken men. And that will be taken by Finbar O'Reilly. Takes it short to Shane McKiernan, the midfielder. Shane, a member of the Cavan County senior panel this year. As the ball comes right across goal, the ball breaking down into the hands of Stephen McBreen. Stephen McBreen, with time on his hands, goes out round his marker, fist passes, looking for Michael Donoghue. It goes to Frankie Mulligan, to Joe Crowe. Joe Crowe gets it back in the direction of Mulligan, but Raphael Rogers is there to rob him. Raphael Rogers kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. The referee has awarded a free to Knockbride for a late tackle, and that will be taken by Peter Riley. Peter Riley plays it low up along the ground, looking for Liam Lynch. The ball played away from Liam Lynch. It goes as far as Gary Delaney. Gary Delaney is fouled. It's going to be a free to the Lacken man over on the far side of the field. The referee wanting to advance the ball some 10 metres for some descent. Shane McKiernan takes the free, gets it as far as Frankie Mulligan. Mulligan goes out round his marker, still Mulligan with the ball, hops it again, gets it back out as far as number 12, David Donoghue. His kick will be held on the line by Jimmy Maguire, collects it at the second attempt and gets it out to Sean Oak-Smith on the far side of the field. Sean Oak-Smith, the game has lost all its tempo in the last while. It's now with Peter Riley. Peter Riley on the far wing, having to come very deep to collect ball, gets it back in the direction of Terence McCabe. McCabe with the ball, he kicks it long, right-footed, high kick in the direction of Liam Lynch. It's held in there by Tony Smith, and Tony Smith is fouled. It's going to be a free out to the Lacken man, taken quickly into the middle to Trevor Crowe. Trevor Crowe gets it out to Gary McGorn on the 45-metre line. McGorn plays it right-footed up this side of the field. The ball breaking in behind everybody. Ollie Mulvey is the man there for Knockbride. He collects it, comes out round his marker. That's Frankie Mulligan. Free, taken quickly as far as Raphael Rogers. Rogers in space, heading towards goal. Still Rafi Rogers with the ball, hopping it, kicking it right-footed up into the corner, chasing after his Liam Lynch. The man to get there in front of him is Tony Smith. He fist passes it back out into the open space, and Liam Lynch is the man who reads it quickly, gets it, plays it in between three Lacken men, and they come out with it, and the man coming out with is Martin Brady. He's fouled, and it's going to be a free to the Lacken wing half back. It's kicked right-footed up the field. Tommy Carlin out in front of his marker. Kicks it right-footed up as far as Peter Riley. Peter Riley on the 45-metre line. Still Riley going forward. He's on the 20-metre line, heading on the 13. Tried to cut inside along the end line. The ball close to the end line. The Lacken player has it, and the Lacken player is fouled. There's going to be a free out. Gary Delaney was the man who was fouled. It will be a free to the Lacken men. Free taken quickly as far as Trevor Crowe, totally unmarked in the heart of the Knockbride defence, or defined attack rather. As Crowe lets it out the far side of the field as far as David Donoghue. David Donoghue gets it to the number 6, Thomas Leddy. He plays it into the full forward, that's Philip Smith. He has it, he gets it back to Finbar O'Reilly. O'Reilly on form today, he kicks it right footed, he kicks it high, he kicks it over the bar. Oh, Finbar O'Reilly brings his personal tally to 1 goal and 3 points. One of those points coming from a superb pre on the far side of the field. Lacken 1 goal and 7. That's a total of 10 points to Knockbride's 1 point and 9 point lead for Lacken, and not many people would have expected that at this stage of the match. Jimmy Maguire kick out to the centre of the park. The ball breaking down. It's with Martin Carl. Martin Carl is fouled. It's going to be a free to the Knockbride men. The referee is advancing the ball some 10 metres. Or something which happened after the ball was gone. It's kicked in dangerously towards goal by Peter Riley, but Gary McGorn is there. He clears it back into his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper gives it back to Gary McGorn. He kicks it right footed out the far side of the field to the number 7 Martin Brady. Martin Brady going out round his marker. He is fouled. Referee awaits play on. It's Martin Brady coming out, kicks it right footed from the 45-metre line. Frankie Mulligan back steps, gets the ball, lays it off to Joe Crowe, the captain, going surging towards goal. Still Joe Crowe with the ball, unable to get it out. The referee has awarded a free to the Lacken men on the 20-metre line, and I'm sure Finbar O'Reilly will be the man to take it. But this is quite a simple tap over. Finbar Riley kicks high. Finbar Riley kicks it over the bar. 1 goal and 3 points for Finbar Riley. 1 goal and 8 for Lacken. 2 of those scores coming from frees. A 10-point lead for the men from Lacken, just outside the town of Ballina. With 4.5 minutes of normal time remaining in the first half of this intermediate championship final between Lacken and Knockbride. Lacken lead 1 goal and 8 to Knockbride's 1 point. Ball breaks in the middle of the field, down into the hands of Ollie Mulvey. He gets it to Rafi Rogers. Rogers coming soloing away with the ball, lets it in towards the full forward. That's Peter Riley. Peter Riley heads around his player marker. He's on the 20-metre line. He's heading towards the 13. Still Peter Riley. He's pulled to the ground, and it's going to be a free to the Knockbride man just on the 13-metre line. And this is a chance for Rafi Rogers to get Knockbride's second score of the match. First point coming from Peter Riley. In fact, it's Peter Riley who's going to take this one. A left-footed kicker, puts on the left side of goal. Peter Riley strikes left-footed. He strikes high. He strikes it over the bar. To muted applause from the crowd. Kick out, goes right across the halfway line. Trevor Crowe got a touch on it, but it breaks back into to Martin Carroll. Martin Carroll getting it into Peter Riley. He's coming out from full forward. Fouled on the 45-metre line, takes it quickly as far as Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey going soloing forward, plays it back to Peter Riley. Riley in space, turns, kicks it left footed, kicks it high from Peter Riley. His third score of the game, Knockbride's third score of the game. 1 goal and 8 for Lacken, 3 points for Knockbride. Eight-point lead for the men from Lacken. Adrian Brennan's kick out, or Andrew Brennan rather. It goes into the centre. Bit of pushing on a Knockbride player. Referee has awarded a free. Martin Carroll takes it, looks for Peter Riley at full forward. He wins it in front of his marker. So Peter Riley with the ball, comes out, goes round Declan Brierdy. As he brought to the ground, referee allows play on. It's just with Martin Carroll. Martin Carroll going soloing forward. It hops off the chest of the goalkeeper. He collects it again, Andrew Brennan, and clears it out the field long. Looking for Joe Brady. The ball hops over everybody's back. A little push in the back there on a Knockbride player, and it will be a free to Knockbride. And that will be taken by Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey finds the unmarked number 18, Dara Smith out there. Dara going soloing forward. There's 20 metres from goal. Solos on the 13. Still Dara Riley, or Dara Smith. He's fouled. It's going to be a free to Knockbride on the 13-metre line, way out in the corner on the far side of the field. Peter Riley to take the resultant free. It's about 15 metres in from the sideline, far side of the field. Left footed from Peter Riley, high from Peter Riley. It's gone over the bar. Peter Riley's 4th point of the match. Knockbride's 4th point. And there's just 7 points between the sides now. Knockbride starting to get back slightly into the match, bringing play more up into the Lacken half of the field, as Andrew Brennan prepares to take the kick out. As we approach the half-time whistle here in Breffni Park, Lacken the lead, 1 goal and 8 to Knockbride's 4 points. Referee looks at his watch as he blows the half-time whistle. Lacken go in convincing leaders at half-time on a scoreline of 1 goal and 8. That's a total of 11 points to Knockbride's 4 points. It's a 7-point lead for the Lacken men. They got off to a great start. A goal and a point in the opening minutes for Finbar O'Reilly. He scored a total of 1 goal and 4 in the match so far. Lacken, they seem to be on top in most sectors of the park. We will wait and see what happens in the second half.
County board meeting tomorrow night. County board meeting usually fixed for tomorrow night.
Both teams leave off the field. Lacken will be quite happy with that first half performance. Knockbride will be wondering what they have to do to get right back into the game. Half-time score, Lacken 1 goal and 8. Knockbride 4 points.
appreciation please for the Catholic Youth Band.
Both sides out on the field, ready for the commencement of the second half. Referee Paul Devlin having a long look at the watch.
Now to announce that the cabin referee will stay Monaghan and Saturday night in Carrickmacross. And all cabin referees are asked to be in Carrickmacross at 3:30 for a 4 o'clock throw-in. Cabin referees on Saturday night playing Monaghan referees in Carrickmacross.
Referee Paul Devlin gets the second half underway. Trevor Crowe goes up, the ball breaks down to Rafier Rogers. Knockbride with an uphill struggle here in the second half. Tony Smith coming out with that one for the Lacken men. The ball breaks away from him. It goes to Shane McKiernan. Shane McKiernan kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. Chasing out to his Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey gets the ball in his hands. Opposite comes out round two players. Gets it to Martin Carroll. Martin Carroll with the ball. Being tackled on the halfway line. Still Martin Carroll loses control of it. Gets it back to Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey fist passes it in as far as Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch turning, playing it back out to Mulvey. Mulvey kicks it right-footed right across the field as far as Rafier Rogers. Rogers going bursting through. He loses control of the ball, gets it up at the second attempt. Still Rogers on the 20-metre line. Kicks this one right-footed, kicks it high, kicks it over the bar. And that could be the score of that. Knockbride needed to get them back in touch. 1 goal and 8 for Lacken. 5 points for Knockbride. So just 6 points between the sides. As Andrew Brennan prepares to take the kick out from the 20-metre line. The kick out this side of the field goes to the number 12, David Donoghue. He's fouled for Lacken and it's going to be a free. Free taken long up through the middle, the ball breaking across goal. Finbar O'Reilly is there, he collects it, loses control of it. Tommy Carlin comes out with it for Knockbride. A late tackle on Tommy Carlin. The referee has awarded the free to Knockbride for a late tackle. So Lacken player down injured. That Lacken player is Finbar O'Reilly, scorer of 1 goal and 4 points already in the game. Lacken player still receiving attention. Looks like a calf injury.
2 more cars causing obstruction. Number 95 WW871 is the blue Citroen Xantia, and 90 MH 3478.
So Finbar O'Reilly back up on his feet. Want to continue. Rafier Rogers is the man to take the free. Kicks it right-footed in the direction of goal. Peter Riley gets a touch on it. It breaks in behind everybody. And Shane McKiernan is there. Foot goes in from Terence McCabe. It's going to be a free out to Lacken. And Andrew Brennan will come off his line to take this. Yes, the goalkeeper coming out. Has the ball in his hands between the 13 and 20 metre line. Kicks it left-footed out into the centre. Rafier Rogers totally on mark. Rafier Rogers heading towards goal. Kicks this one right-footed. It hops into the hands of goalkeeper Andrew Brennan. He kicks it straight into Liam Lynch, and Liam Lynch has put the ball in the back of the net. A disaster for the young goalkeeper from Lacken. His clearance going straight to Liam Lynch. And he stuck it in the back of the net, making no mistake. 1 goal and 5 for Knockbride, 1 goal and 8 for Lacken, and Knockbride are right back in this match. They look dead and very gun in at half-time. They've got the 2 early scores, the vital one being a goal just a moment ago from Liam Lynch. And there's just 3 points between the sides. Andrew Brennan to take the kick out, left-footed, way out to the middle of the park. Trevor Crowe goes up, the ball breaks down. Rafier Rogers chases back after it. Rogers is fouled and the referee has awarded him a free. The young player from Knockbride. He kicks it right-footed, looking for Peter Riley. The ball breaks down to Tony Smith. Tony Smith for Lacken comes out round this marker and kicks it right-footed up through the centre. Ollie Mulvey collects it. Mulvey with the ball. Kicks it right footed over the far side of the field, looking for Kieran Lynch. Kieran Lynch chasing after it. He gets a touch on it. The ball going out around the marker. That's Gary McGorn getting it to Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch coming around his marker on the 13-metre line. Still Lynch with the ball. Gets it back to Kieran Lynch. The ball intercepted there by the number 7, Martin Brady. Martin Brady getting it to Trevor Crowe in the middle. Trevor Crowe coming soloing away with it. Comes out round one tackle. Goes round the second tackle. Good play by Trevor Crowe as he is hauled to the ground by a hand trip by Terence McCabe, and Trevor Crowe takes the free kick quickly as far as Joe Crowe, captain of the Lacken side, gets in as far as Philip Smith. He's tripped from behind by Stephen McBreen, and it will be a free in to the Lacken full forward, just on about 30 metres from goal, 20 metres in from the far sideline. And Finbar O'Reilly will be the man to take it. He'll be looking for Lacken's first score of the second half. Finbar Riley's kick goes right across the goal mat. The one that was travelling with high speed and quite low, it goes out to the left and it goes wide. Three points between the sides. Lacken 1 goal and 8. That's a total of 11. 1 goal and 5 for Knockbride. That's a total of 8. 3 points the difference. As Jimmy Maguire kicks out 6 minutes of the second half, having elapsed. The ball in the middle of the field. It's with Shane McKernan. He's going solo way through. He's on the 20-metre line. He kicks right footed, and that's a superb goal by Shane McKernan. That's as good a goal as been seen here in Breffni Park in a long, long day. He fetched that ball on the 45-metre line. He soloed to just inside the 21. He kicked right footed. It was high. It went to the top right-hand corner, and goalkeeper Jimmy Maguire had no chance in the Knockbride goal. 6 points between the sides. Shane McKernan, a member of this year's panel which got to the All-Ireland semi-final. The ball breaks in the centre of the park. 2 Knockbride players. One of those is Terence McCabe. He kicks it right footed down the side of the field. The ball broken out by Tony Smith as far as Trevor Crowe. Trevor Crowe hops the ball, comes round his marker. Still Crowe going soloing forward. Declan O'Reilly pulls him down, and it's going to be a free to the man from Lacken. Referee having a word with him, telling him to settle down. Taken quickly into the corner as far as Finbar O'Reilly. Finbar with loads of pace out in front of his marker every time. Still Finbar O'Reilly going soloing through. O'Reilly is on the ground. The ball breaks out as far as the number 7, Martin Brady. He is adjudged to foul the ball on the ground. It's going to be a free out to the Knockbride man. Taken quickly out as far as Declan O'Reilly. Declan O'Reilly playing it up along the wing, looking for Kieran Lynch. The ball goes out over the sideline, and it will be a line ball to... It will be a line ball to Lacken on the far side of the field. Taken as far as Trevor Crowe. Trevor Crowe with the ball, loses control of it. Is fouled, so it's going to be a free to Lacken. That's taken right footed long down the field. Underneath it is Stephen McBreen. McBreen comes out round his marker, fist pass it out as far as Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey playing it back in as far as Tommy Carlin. Tommy Carlin getting it out now to Martin Carl. Martin Carl coming away with it. His kick is blocked down. It goes as far as Martin Brady for Lacken. Martin Brady is fouled and is free, taken quickly. Finds Philip Smith at full forward. Comes round his marker, gets it to the number 13, Mark McGahern. Back to Philip Smith. And the ball breaks to Stephen McBreen. McBreen coming out with the ball, kicks it long down the field. There's 2 Lacken players. One of those is Trevor Crowe. He collects it, fist passes it out the far side of the field to Gary McGorn. Gets it to Martin Brady. Martin Brady up to... It's now with Joe Brady, or Joe Crowe rather. Joe Crowe going soloing through. He lays it off looking for Philip Smith. Philip Smith crosses it back in front of goal. It's cut out there by Sean Oak Smith. Sean Oak turns, kicks it right across the field, finds Raphael Rogers on the 20-yard line, far side of the field. He's coming soloing out. Still Raphael Rogers crosses the halfway line. His jersey being tugged, and the referee has awarded a free to the Knockbride player. And the referee going to speak to Frankie Mulligan for tugging on the jersey. His name will be taken by referee Paul Devlin. And Rafe Rogers to take the resultant free. Rogers kicks it high in the direction of goal, turns McCabe, breaks it down. Gary McGorn is the one waiting to pick it up for Lacken. Fist passes it out as far as Tommy Leddy. He flicks it on to Shane McKiernan. Or in fact it's Martin Brady. Martin Brady crosses the halfway line and kicks it right footed high in the direction of goal. The ball breaks in behind everybody. Jimmy Maguire is coming off his line. He changed his mind. Jimmy is quite happy to shadow it out over the end line and wide. Kick out. Michael Donoghue being held. The referee has awarded him a free, and that will be taken by Ollie Mulvey. It's long from Ollie Mulvey, long down the field. The ball breaking into the hands of the fullback Declan Brierdy. He plays it out to Martin Brady. Martin Brady getting it to Thomas Leddy. Thomas Leddy running into trouble but gets it back out to Brady. Brady gets it to Shane McKiernan. Shane McKiernan relieves the danger and kicks it long high up in the direction of the full forward. The ball breaks down, goes to Stephen McBreen. Stephen McBreen coming out. His kick, half blocked down, comes way out this side of the field, looking for Rafe Rogers, finds Rafe Rogers. Rogers takes on his man close to the sideline. He's hauled to the ground, but it's going to be a free to the Knockbride man. Free taken quickly as far as Rafe Rogers. Rogers kicks left-footed. It's going in the direction of goal. Martin Carl is there. He's in the large parallelogram. Still Martin Carl. He's hauled to the ground, and the referee has awarded a penalty to Knockbride. And there's another chance to get right back into the game. So the penalty will be taken, I think, by Peter Riley. He has the ball placed on the 13-metre line. He's facing Andrew Brennan. There's a chance to put 3 points between the sides. Peter Riley's shot goes to the bottom of the net, and there's just 3 points between the sides. He went to the right-hand corner, low on the ground. Andrew Brennan was given no chance at all by the shot. And there's just 3 points between the sides yet again. Knockbride right back in the game. To kick out this side of the field, some pushing by Sean Oaksmith. David Donoghue plays it down the field. It's with the wing half back now, Gary Delaney. Delaney loses control of it, gets the ball back into his hands, plays it out to Finbar O'Reilly. Finbar O'Reilly plays it further out the field. It goes to Trevor Crowe, and in fact it's Joe Crowe. He's fouled. It's going to be a free to the Knockbride men, or to the Lacken men rather, and Finbar O'Reilly will be the man to take it. That's about 2 metres in from the sideline, this side of the field, 40 metres from the goal. Finbar O'Reilly's kick has gone out to the left and has gone wide. Lacken's second wide of the second half. Knockbride yet to register wide. There's 3 points between the sides. 2 goals and 8 for Lacken. 2 goals and 5 for Knockbride. This game started off at a blistering place. Lacken really taking the game to Knockbride. It has somewhat died off after about 10 or 15 minutes of the first half. The ball held in the centre-half back position by Ollie Mulvey, and it's going to be a free to the Knockbride men. Kick is right-footed up the field. Liam Lynch taking it down. It's into the hands of Gary Delaney. He's fouled, and it's going to be a free to Lacken. Taken quickly up the field. Tommy Carlin out in front of his marker. Gets it up as far as Dara Smith. Dara Smith going soloing forward. He's on the 45-metre line. Still Dara Smith. Nothing happening in the middle. He gives it to Peter. Peter's on the 20-metre line, trying to turn onto the left foot. Still Peter Riley turns his marker. It's round one. Kicks it left-footed. Kicks it high. This one is curling. It's curling all the way over the bar. There's just 2 points between the sides. Two goals and 8 for Lacken, 2 goals and 6 for Knockbride, 2 points between the sides as Andrew Brennan takes the kick out from the 20-metre line. "15 minutes of the second half having elapsed in this intermediate final here at Breffni Park between Lacken and Knockbride. Lacken the lead by 2 points, 2 goals and 8 to 2 goals and 6. The ball held in the centre of the park by Trevor Crowe. He's fouled, so it's going to be a free to the Lacken men. Some dissent. And the referee is bringing the ball on some 10 metres, and Shane McKiernan is the man who's going to take it. Shane McKiernan kicks it right-footed up through the middle. The ball directed towards Frankie Mulligan. Frankie Mulligan is fouled, so it's going to be a free to the Lacken men. Finbar O'Reilly with a chance to increase the Lacken lead. 30 metres from goal. It's right-footed, slips as he went to take it. It's gone out to the left. It's gone wide. 3 wides now for Lacken. Nothing seems to be going right for them just at the moment. They're still ahead by 2 points. The kick out by Jimmy Maguire. Ollie Mulvey has it in the centre of the park, kicks it long high down the field. Gary McGorn is there on his own. He collects it, hops the ball, solos again, gives it out the far side of the field to Martin Brady. Martin Brady comes in across field, gets it back to McGorn. He has to chase back after it. Still McGorn with it, turns and kicks it right footed long up the field, chasing out to his turns to Cave. The ball has gone by everybody. The referee has blown up play. The player down injured. That is Shane McKiernan who's down. The referee has awarded a free in to Lacken over there on the far side of the field. Shane McKiernan back up on his feet. He seems to be okay. He's the man actually who's going to take the free now, in fact. Or is he leaving it instead to Mark McGorn? No, he's not. Shane McKiernan is going to take it. Kicks it low, looking for corner forward. It breaks out as far as Rayfield Rogers. Rogers in space. Plays it to Dara Smith. Dara Smith comes out around his marker. Plays it out to Martin Carroll. Martin Carroll in space. Kicks it right footed. Straight to 2 Knockbride players. It's now with Shane McKiernan. Shane McKiernan coming soloing through into the open space. Still McKiernan going through. Gets it back out to Joseph Crowe. Joseph Crowe, the Lacken captain, kicking it out this side of the field. Looking for Frankie Mulligan. Mulligan with a lot to do to keep this one in play. He's unable to keep it in play because out over the line will be a line ball to Knockbride. Dara Smith to take it. Takes it short to Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey kicks it right footed. Late challenge on him by Mark McGorn. It's going to be a free. Going to be a free to Knockbride from where the ball landed. And the number 13, Mark McGorn. I think we'll go into the little book of referee Paul Devlin. Yes, indeed he is. The free will be just inside the 45-metre line. Peter Riley has come all the way out to take this on the left-footed player. This is a chance of a score for Knockbride to reduce the deficit to 1 point. It would be a very big task for Peter Riley from that position. It's very far out, it's close to the sideline, reminiscent of something Maurice Fitzgerald done in the All-Ireland final. Peter Riley's kick, it's left-footed, it's high from Peter Riley, it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. Knockbride's first wide of the second half. They trail by 2 points, 2 goals and 8 for Lacken, 2 goals and 6 for Knockbride. As Andrew Brennan places the ball on the edge of the small parallelogram. Peter Riley now being switched out the field. Andrew Brennan, his kick breaking to Martin Carroll. He lays it off in the direction of Raphael Rogers. Rogers comes out round his marker, kicks this one right footed. He kicks it high. He kicks it all the way over the bar, and that's a tremendous score from Raphael Rogers. Just 1 point between the sides here in Breffni Park. The game that had died down for a while is now back in full action and full swing. It's nip and tuck, 2 goals and 8 for Lacken, 2 goals and 7 for Knockbride, 1 point between them. Lacken seem to be coasting to victory at half-time. Now the game is right in the balance with about 12 minutes of normal time remaining here in Breffni Park in this intermediate championship football final, sponsored by the Meadowview Bar and Restaurant out on the Dublin Road. The kick-out breaks in the centre of the park. Martin Carr collects it for Knockbride. He hops the ball, turns inside his marker, has fouled it, so it's going to be a free to the Knockbride man, and I'm sure it's Peter Riley who's going to take it. Yes, indeed, Peter Riley takes it short, looks for Raphael Rogers. Rogers rounds his marker, slips as he does so, but gets it onto the right boot. He kicks this one right footed. It's going to drop a little bit short, or will it make the end line? Yes, indeed it does. It's gone out to the right and it's gone wide. The kick out by Andrew Brennan, high to the centre of the park. The ball breaks down, it goes in the direction of Peter Riley. Peter Riley has it, clears it left footed into the open space. Liam Lynch is chasing after it. Lynch is going to get it inside the 13-metre line out in the very corner. Solos plays it way back out the field, an ambitious ball looking for Peter Riley. Peter Riley gets there, gets it to Raphael Rogers. Raphael Rogers kicks it right footed, kicks it high, kicks it to the left, and he kicks it wide. A bad miss for Knockbride. That was a chance of an equaliser if ever there was going to come one. 2 goals and 8 for Lacken, 2 goals and 7 for Knockbride, 1 point between the sides. As Andrew Brennan prepares to take the kick out from the edge of the small parallelogram. Knockbride have Lacken pinned back in their own half of the field for the last couple of minutes. The kick out is a pro and it breaks down. It's with Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch gets it to Raphael Rogers. Raphael Rogers rounds his marker. He's inside. He kicks it left footed. He kicks it high. He kicks that one over the bar, and the sides are now level in Breffni Park in this intermediate final. Rogers, the young under 21, he will be under 21 again next year. A good prospect for the Cavan under 21 team. The sides are level, 2 goals and 8 each. As Andrew Brennan makes his way to the 20-metre line to take the kick out. 7 minutes of normal time remaining as Brennan places the ball. The kick out will be left footed. Some of them have been dropping a little bit short. He's kicking into a breeze. This one's left footed. It's much better. It's coming out this side of the field. Terence McCabe breaks it down. Running onto it is Peter Riley. Peter Riley playing it into the open space. Chasing after it in there is Liam Lynch. The hop up the ball beats him and it goes out over the end line and out to the left and out wide. Philip Smith has now come out around the midfield area for Lacken. He's been followed out there by Stephen McBreen. The kick out goes out the far side of the field. The ball breaking out to Gary McGorn. McGorn kicks it right footed up the field looking for Frankie Mulligan at corner forward. Mulligan is being pulled by the jersey and it's going to be a free to the Lacken man. The referee bringing the ball on. Knockbride players not getting back. Lacken warming up the substitute. A good free taken quickly but well read there by Stephen McBreen. His kick coming out this side of the field. Peter Riley with a lot of work to do to get that one. He does it. He collects the ball. He solos. He goes out between 2 players. He's carrying the ball with him. Still Peter Riley with it. He plays it out the far side of the field. He's given Michael Donoghue a lot of work to do to keep that one in play. He does all of that. Gets it up along the wing to Liam Lynch, the ball in behind everybody. Trevor Crowe is the only man there, and that's a Lacken man. He comes away with it across at the 45-metre line. Still Trevor Crowe kicks it right-footed over the far side of the field. The ball going out over the sideline, line ball, far side of the field. And that will be to Knockbride, and it will be taken by the number 7, Colin McBreen. Colin McBreen getting the ball to Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch hops the ball. A head-high tackle by Joseph Crowe, and the referee has awarded a free to the Knockbride man. Taken quickly as far as Stephen McBreen. Stephen McBreen coming soloing forward. Still McBreen being held up, but the referee allows play go on. His kick is right-footed. It goes out to the right, or out to the left rather, and out wide. Knockbride now with 3 wides. The sides are level on 2 goals and 8 each. Five minutes of normal time remaining. Both sides are warming up substitutes at the moment. Andrew Brennan's kick out goes way out the far side of the field. So pushing on Trevor, on Joseph Crowe over on the far side. It will be a free to the Lacken men on the 45-metre line in their own end of the field. I'm sure it will be number 7, Martin Brady, who's going to take it. Yes, indeed it is. Brady's kick right-footed way out the far side of the field. Underneath it is Martin Carroll. He gets it back as far as Stephen McBreen. Stephen McBreen playing it to Ollie Mulvey. Ollie Mulvey coming out with the ball. The centre half back going soloing forward. Gets a pass, goes short. It breaks back to him. He has it out on the ground. He gets back up. He's on his feet. Gets it out as far as the number 13, Kieran Lynch. Kieran Lynch getting it back to Ollie Mulvey. Mulvey with the ball goes round one marker. There's a judge over carried it. It's going to be a free to Lacken. Taken quickly as far as Martin Brady. Martin Brady kicking it way up the far side of the field. It goes to Frankie Mulligan. Mulligan being tackled over there by Colin McBreen. He's fouled. There's going to be a free to the Lacken man. Referee advancing the free in something for some pulling by Tommy Carlin off the ball. He's now going to speak to Tommy Carlin. He is going into the book of referee Paul Devlin, the 3rd player to be booked here in the match, the first from Knockbride. The other 2 bookings being Mark McGorn and Frankie Mulligan of Lacken. As Tom Traynor prepares to enter into the fray here for Knockbride at the moment. Three minutes of normal time remaining. Lacken preparing a substitute as well. That's Philip Crowe, who's getting ready to come in. As Finbar Riley prepares to take the free over on the far side of the field, just outside the 20-metre line. This to put Lacken back in front. It's right foot from Finbar Riley. It's high from Finbar Riley. It's gone over the bar. Lacken's second score of the second half from Finbar Riley. Lacken have gone an awful long time without scoring as Tom Traynor enters into the fray now for Knockbride. As indeed does number 17, Philip Crowe for Lacken. Not quite sure as to who is going off on either side.
The Lacken team, number 17, Philip Crowe. Philip Crowe, number 12, David Donohoe.
Philip Crowe coming in for
right team, number 21, Tom Traynor, replacing number 13, Kieran Lynch.
So Tom Traynor coming in for Kieran Lynch, Philip Crowe coming in for David Donohoe. As Jimmy Maguire kicks out his side, the trail by 1 point. 3 minutes left of normal time. The ball with Joseph Crowe in the middle of the park. He's fouled. It's going to be a free to the Lackerman. A chance to take it quickly. Mark McGorn takes it high in the direction of goal. The man behind everybody is Frankie Mulligan. Frankie Mulligan kicks it right footed, kicks it high, kicks it over the bar. There's 2 points between the sides. A minute and a half to play. Knockbride, they've come from the dead before. There were 9 points down, there were 7 points down. They came back to level the thing at 2 goals and 8. It's now 2 goals and 10 for Lacken, 2 goals and 8 for Knockbride as Jimmy Maguire prepares to take the kick out from the edge of the small parallelogram. Lacken, they played very well throughout the first half. They went to sleep for a while in the second half. Terence McCabe now has the ball at the midfield area. Peter Riley. Lacken just have to keep it going. The free is taken quickly and it goes short Trevor Crowe lets it long and high for the Lacken men. Frankie Finbar O'Reilly is there. He collects it, gets it to Philip Smith. Philip Smith to Joseph Crowe. Joseph Crowe is intended pass goes a little bit too long for Frankie Mulligan. It goes out to the right and it goes wide. But it's killing time, precious time from a Knockbride point of view. They trail by 2 points as we approach injury time here in this intermediate championship final. The quick kick out goes to Peter Riley. Peter Riley gets his intended pass, dropped short. It's intercepted by Philip Smith. He's on the ground. He fist passes straight back out to Stephen McBreen. And Knockbride come away with it. Stephen McBreen being tackled, gets it out the far side of the field to Michael Donoghue. Michael Donoghue comes out round his marker. Still Michael Donoghue gets it to Terence McCabe. Terence McCabe gets it out this side of the field to Sean Oak-Smith. Sean Oak-Smith with the ball. This isn't where Knockbride will get scores. They need to get the ball up the field. Ollie Mulvey with it. Kicks it right footed high in the direction of goal. The ball goes to Liam Lynch. Liam Lynch lays it off to Rafier Rogers. 5 green or blue shirts around him as Rafier Rogers shoots. It goes out to the right and it goes wide. As the referee blows the full-time whistle here in Breffni Park, Lacken are the intermediate champions by 2 goals, or on a scoreline of 2 goals and 10 to Knockbride's 2 goals and 8. A 2-point win for the men from Lacken. They were the superior team throughout the first half. They went to sleep for a short period in the second half, but when the questions were asked, they came back and got 2 scores from Finbar O'Reilly and Frankie Mulligan. Full-time score, Lacken 2 goals and 10, Knockbride 2 goals and 8. From commentator Donald O'Reilly and cameraman Tommy Riley, we bid you farewell from Breffni Park.
Joseph Crowe, the mogul of the presentation of the Tommy Gilroy Cup. Captain of the Lacken team, the Joseph Crowe. Please come over to the stand for the presentation of the Tommy Gilroy Cup for the Medicine Restaurant Intermediate Championship.
Mr. Breffni, my wife Lacken, who got this got for him, Willie Gimmons news. First of all, on behalf of the 24th, I want to congratulate both teams to took part in today's intermediate finals. I compliment their mentors and all those associated with the team in bringing them here to Breffni Park for this final. I extend my heartiest congratulations to Lacken on winning the intermediate final here today, and I commiserate with Knockbride on losing. It was an excellent game, particularly in the second half, and I want again to congratulate both teams on this. So, without delaying the proceedings here today, it gives me great pleasure to present the Tommy Gilroy Cup and the Intermediate Championship Cup to the Lacken captain, Joseph Crowe.
Finally done. It's a great day for Lacken. It's 40 years since the last one, and it's not too long. I'd like to thank Lacken committee, a great committee they are, most all year, run along there, giving us all the facilities we need. and I'd like to thank them very much. Only for them, this day wouldn't be possible. I'd like to thank our many sponsors, all donated through the year, especially Terry Hyland, who donated generously all down the years, and thanks very much for him. I'd like to say Knockbride, we know what it's like to lose the final. We lost 4 years ago and they lost the final. I'm sure it'll be no time to pull the bounce back and win in the meeting themselves. I'd like to thank finally our 3 men. 3 men that put in a lot of work with us, even when we're underage, under 14, under 16, the whole way up. And that's Ollie Garoy, John Finnegan, and our team manager, Niall Bannon. Thank you, buddy. Finally, 3 cheers for Knockbride team. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
I'll now call on our sponsor, Declan Sharon, to present the Man of the Match award to Rachel Rogers of Knockbride.